Good morning, afternoon or evening, ladies and gentlemen, Allincrypto here on this magnificent Monday, bringing you another jam-packed daily market update. And we've got some really exciting things to get into. Yesterday, we had an announcement from the President of the United States himself announcing a crypto strategic reserve. And the first three coins that he announced was XRP, Solana, and Cardano, to the Bitcoin maxis discussed. The Bitcoin maxis, in my opinion, are the most confused people in the entire cryptocurrency space. I encourage everybody to go and read a copy of Roger Ver's Hijacking Bitcoin book, because the original thesis for Bitcoin was a peer-to-peer electronic currency system that would be outside the reach of governments, and essentially liberate the world in doing so. And that idea has been hijacked into now a store of value that can never practically be used to kind of, I guess, challenge the establishment that own the banking system, and essentially have such power over all our lives as a result of that. But that is not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss the huge news that kicked off over the past 24 hours. We've got more to report. We did a video on this yesterday, but we've got a lot to add to it. We'll be looking at all this in the context of the markets as well and where they're at. Yesterday, there was a crypto strategic reserve announced. Then, of course, he did mention Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. Allegedly, there's an announcement coming today in regards to investments. And of course, David Sachs confirming all of this and sharing some opinions. He also sort of disclosed that he divested out of the cryptocurrency space. Eric Trump chiming in on this, Peter Schiff chiming in on this. We'll look at the markets and how they're holding up. And we'll also talk about all this in regards to the context of coin shares, digital asset flows. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's recap. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, guys, what are you doing? This is your 10 to 15 minute daily overview of everything that's happened in the past 24, 48 hours that's worth even paying attention to as it relates to the cryptocurrency space. Subscribe to this channel, watch these daily market updates. You'll be far more informed than your peers. That is something that I truly believe. So this is what took place yesterday. A US crypto reserve will elevate, this is from Donald Trump on Truth Social, this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA. I will make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Now, when this came out, certainly in regards to Cardano being mentioned, the Bitcoin maxis just went into full-blown meltdown. You had the likes of Peter Schiff chiming in here. I get the rationale for a Bitcoin reserve. I don't agree with it, but I get it. We have a gold reserve. Bitcoin is digital gold, which is better than analog gold. So let's create a Bitcoin reserve too. But what's the rationale for XRP reserve? Why the hell would we need that? And I don't expect somebody like Peter Schiff or these other people that don't do this for a living like we do to understand just how impactful a technology like XRP is going to be. It is going to be, and we've been saying this for the longest, the very piece of technology that is going to enable the internet of value or play a major role in that. Now, as an American, which Peter Schiff is it important for you to have dominance in that asset, in that technology through essentially owning it? I believe so. And certainly, if you look at how essentially America controls the majority of the internet, it's through their large tech companies. And actually, specifically in regards to XRP, Peter Thiel, who founded many of the largest tech companies that we have today, was also behind OpenCoin, which subsequently became Ripple. And they were the ones that created the XRP ledger. Of course, Peter Thiel founded PayPal. The whole Facebook story that you've been told is a lie. It wasn't a basement project. It was a kind of very well-funded, well thought out of project that has ushered in the kind of age of social media, which is kind of social surveillance, in my opinion. I believe Twitter is the biggest crime scene that there is. So is social media generally. But lots of people chiming in on this. Eric Trump also chiming in on this, saying, I love the genius of announcing a strategic reserve on Sunday when traditional markets are closed and Wall Street sleeps. For the first time, retail investors win. Traditional finance better catch up, or it will quickly become extinct. The world no longer runs on a Monday to Friday. There's a real revolution going on here. Let's take a look at the second announcement to this. So after he announced XRP, Sol, and of course, just bear with me one sec, ADA, XRP, and Sol, I'm sure somebody gave him a quick tap on the shoulder and said, you better mention Bitcoin and Ethereum. And he goes, and obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum as other valuable cryptocurrencies. So more cryptocurrencies to come will be at the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think my play on Bitcoin, of course, is going to be a miner. I've got a few miners. I own 3 miners. I've been public about this, and we're massively up on them now. We own a lot of crypto companies. Coinbase was something that I've got a community of people that were in between $40, $50, $70, $60. Done very well for us. If you become a community member, you'll find out. Also, and we were quite public on that one as well. I own a little bit of Hut 8 and TeraWolf. There is another miner that I'll keep for the community that we think is going to perform better than all of them. But with a Bitcoin strategic reserve, actually mining becomes of the utmost importance. And there is a ball taking place a summit, not a ball taking place on Friday. This Friday, it's been announced. We covered it in yesterday's daily market update. It's going to be interesting to see who's there and what's to come out. Now, people were saying this was fake, but this was actually backed up by the crypto and AI czar, David Sachs. President Trump has announced a crypto strategic reserve consisting of Bitcoin and other top cryptocurrencies. This is consistent with the week 1 EO, so executive order 14178. President Trump is keeping his promise to make the US the crypto capital of the world. More to come at the summit. And the summit's taking place on Friday, by the way, guys. And actually just today, within the past sort of few moments, Trump to make investment announcement today. And this is from the White House. Very interesting. We've seen the AI one. Is there going to be a crypto one? Things just keep getting better and better and better. And David Sachs also calming people down that are now speculating in regards to taxation. Remember, there's the 0% capital gains that's been floated around. We'll see what happens. Also, David Sachs announcing the fact that he sold all his crypto before taking his position because insider trading would be a thing. And there was actually the value, it was about $4 million that was put 50x leverage on a Bitcoin and Ethereum trade worth about $200 million. And that, of course, has gone in the right direction. And it's likely, that bet was placed. And then this announcement, it's likely that the announcement very much was known about by some of these individuals. So lots of really interesting things. People very upset, I think, from the Bitcoin maximalist side. I really don't get it. Although I do in regards to studying the history of Bitcoin maximalism. It comes from some quite dark places. We'll see what the announcement is today. We've got the ball or the summit. I need to stop calling it the ball on Friday. We've got another Sunshine Act. We've seen so many cases dropped. It's just an amazing fundamental picture that we have for the cryptocurrency space. And of course, the beautiful thing for me as a technical analyst is the fact that technically we think we're in such a good position. And it's amazing how sentiment went. I don't think anybody in my group was feeling too much of the strain because we make sure that we do weekly meetings where we address a lot of the concerns that people have and put forward our plan. And if you have that bigger plan, you won't get shaken out with short-term nonsense and volatility, which the cryptocurrency market just has inherently. But so look at something like Hedera, for example. This is perfect. And you're going to see a real major run coming for this. When you look at Bitcoin, this is now back to holding support in this range. Look at that for a wick. Also, when you look at the totals, again, now holding all-time high support, being previous resistance, total 2, others just doing what they do. ETPs look great. Altcoins look great. Wherever you look, ladies and gentlemen, it's truly a great picture, and we think you've got this beautiful time ahead of you. And I think largely people play a game of manipulation, and last week was just about getting retail out. I feel sorry for anybody that sold. They're certainly not watching this channel. And it's a shame because the caliber of kind of content creators out there is just shocking. On an interesting note, and we like to look at coin shares flows to see what's hot, what's not in regards to cryptos. Also, what kind of flows we're seeing in regards to the general space. In regards to Coinbase digital asset fund flows weekly report, there was a record outflow of 3.8 billion over the last 3 weeks. Look at this. This is brutal. And the good and bad news is here. The bad news is this has taken place. The good news is it's taken place. And you'll get what I mean by that. So digital asset investment products saw the third consecutive week of outflows, marking the largest weekly outflows on record, totaling $2.9 billion, bringing the 3-week total to $3.8 billion. Bitcoin bore the brunt, of course, of the weaker sentiment, seeing $2.59 billion of outflows last week, with minor inflows into short Bitcoin totaling $2.3 million. Sui was the best performer, seeing $15.5 million inflows. XRP followed with $5 million. XRP's consistently been one of the sort of ones up there. Solana seeing outflows, multi-asset seeing outflows, Ethereum seeing outflows, Bitcoin seeing outflows. You're going to get ebb and flows with markets. This is kind of how things go. This is how things go. However, generally, technically we're expecting real continuation to the upside. And of course, fundamentally, we've got this beautiful picture ahead of us. So there's lots of exciting things happening. Lots of exciting news likely going to be coming out today. We'll keep you up to date on it all. We will be doing an evening video. A number of altcoins that I want to cover in regards to technically where they're at. Guys, if you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? This is your 10 to 15 minute video. Comes out around about 1 p.m. every day UK time, so GMT, where we cover everything that's worth talking about in the past 24 hours. And that's hopefully what we've done. Hang in there. It's a bright future that we have ahead of us. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.